Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Chums does I, Captain of the Steves, and I'm inside of No Man's Sky, and I'm trying out patch 5.71 to see if it's actually fixed our settlements and issues thereon with our settlements. So let's jump on over into the old game screen and let's have a quick look-see, shall we? So I'm inside of my first settlement. I'm inside of a normal mode. Let me just double check. Yes, I'm in normal mode. And I have actually got a decision. I've got a decision to do here, so let's do the policy decision. Sweet. Tax dental grafting. Do not tax. I hate tax. I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't like tax. Tax is evil. Tax is the stuff of nightmares. So yeah, if I can get away with that, that's fine. Have I got anything else I can do here? No. Let's view the status. Let's view the history. Oh, look at that. It says that I've been the overseer for 56 freaking years. That's a bit of a worry, because if these sort of decisions happen on some sort of timer, it might be that I've gone over by 50 years, or 56 years, in fact. I mean, that's mental. That's not quite right, is it, really? I mean, the update hasn't been out that long. Right, okay. Alright, fine. Well, that's that one. It said something about my fishing pond. Oh, look. My fishing pond is ready. I think I've managed to get this up to S class. It needed some bionic laws in there, so let's just hit that quickly. Has my volume gone high for some reason? Let me go and just check in here. General. Nope. Oh, the volumes are fine. Let me know if it's too loud for you people. It's just quite loud in my headset. I'll just turn it down on my headset. Volume controller. Is that now S class? Let's have a look. Ah! I want to have a look, see if it's S-Class. It just threw me out of there. Yes, S-Class! Heck yes. Okay, we've got another citizen proposal going to happen here in about another hour or so. Well, can I if I upgrade this building, I can't use the actual... Yeah, I can't use the thingy, the teleporter, while it's being constructed, so I won't do that just yet. Let's get this going with some B-Class, with magnetized ferrite. We'll put that in there. And that's going to take freaking 2 hours? They've increased the timers, not turned them down. You're having a laugh, mate. You know, like our frigate timers go down as we put in some tech in our freighters. I really wish that the timers on this would decrease if we've got more residents there. That'd be better, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't mind a timer, because I know that to build something takes time. Unless you're building inside of No Man's Sky, if you've got the resources, you can build a base instantaneously. So it's a bit weird that we've got all this scaffolding for when there's a whole load of people doing it. When it's just me, I'm freaking godlike. You know, I should have just left all the building to me. Yeah, a bit of an odd one. Right, okay, let's head on in then. Let's go over to our next settlement then. But so far, so good, people. Things have moved on a little. Let's jump on over to the old teleporter terminus. Let's hit your stat, and oh, I haven't renamed this one. I think that one must be my Echo Camp. We'll go there last. Okay, well, this is my Viking one. We're going to the Korvax one next. We've got a visitor waiting there. Let's go there. We've got Dante in the house, the spicy sausage. Hey, Captain. Well, hello there, Dante. We got Yasta. Hello. Hello there, Yasta1. Power Yapper. Hello, Captain Steve and everyone. Well, how do? How do indeed. We got Gamma Wolf. Is this on PC or has the patch dropped for PlayStation? Sean Murray's just put out a tweet to say that it's rolling out on all platforms, and I have heard inside of my comments, just before I went live, that it's live on Xbox. No one has said anything about PlayStation as yet. All I can say is check PlayStation. I mean, I've got a PlayStation. I can turn it on and check it during the stream, but to be honest, it monkeys about with it's through a capture card where this is direct into my PC, so I'd rather not. Yeah, right, here we go. Okay, right. Greet settlement visitor. I'll tell you what, I'll test PlayStation tomorrow, okay? Because I'm going live again tomorrow, doing more of this. I'll do PlayStation tomorrow night, alright? Okay, right. Yeah, we'll purchase it. We might as well. Yeah, purchase technology. A radon station. Yes, please. I'll have that. Does that mean I can build it? New settlement feature, radon station. Nice. Okay. Lovely. Let's have a look at this one. But this one says that I've owned it for 50 odd years or something mental. Yeah, 56 years, 2 months. I don't know whether I'm going to have to ditch these and start again because of this whole 56 years and 2 months thing. I'm hoping not. I'm just going to plough through it and just hope Hello Games realise that it's still an issue and fix that as well. Okay, what have I got building here? A warehouse. So that's going to go up to what class now? A class. Okay, cool, yeah. And it looks like it's got the right marker on the roof now. It actually has an A-class marker. Brilliant. They weren't showing before. Okay, cool. Let's head on over here. Things have definitely improved, people. There we go. We're putting some crystallized helium. There you go. There we are. Dundly and done. So how much longer is left on that now? It did pop up momentarily. An hour on that one. An hour on that. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, well, might as well pop back in here, hit on up the terminus and go to our next settlement, eh? Okay, your settlements. We go to the Gek 2-star settlement. We've got a pending request there. Let's go. Okay, oh, we got Mapalada in the house. Hello there. And Adventure. Hello, Adventure. We've got Old Explorer and Daniel Hipley. Hello, everyone. Update patch today. No Expedition for 19 yet. No, I kind of thought we might see an expedition come as soon as Nintendo Switch 2 had bedded in. Now, who knows? I mean, they're supposed to be seasonal. There's 4 seasons to the year. We're still not in summer yet. Summer officially happens, I think, in July, doesn't it? Let me just find out when summer starts in British summertime. Okay, right, here we go. Summertime, UK, start. Let's have a look. So UK summer starts... Oh, no, that's British summertime. I want to know when the frickin' season starts. Season. UK. Okay. June... Oh, actually, yeah, 21st of June is when we enter summer. And that takes us up to September. So I think in between the 21st of June and September we should see a summer-type expedition. That's a massive swathe of time, though, isn't it? Yeah. And then they usually put one live early part of winter, maybe tail end of autumn, because we have the reduxes anyway, don't they? You see, this is where I kept teleporting to and getting slightly stuck. So before I had my overseer station, I would teleport into this. Now, other people have got very complete balls, and sometimes they would get stuck in there. I can fly out of mine, no problems. Another place where I keep getting stuck is, say, if I land my ship too close to a building like this. You see, when you go in this building like this, there's no staircase, but there's a second floor. And on that second floor, look, there's no doors. All right, now if you land your ship, I probably won't be able to pull this off, but I'll try. If you land your ship next to the building, when you get out of your ship, sometimes it puts you in the upper area of a building and you get stuck in there. I don't know why I'm trying this on my live stream. I'm slightly insane, aren't I? There you go, look, see? I've got stuck inside the building and it auto saves. And a lot of people are saying, well, you should be able to get back in your ship. No, look, you can't. Oh, hold on. It looks like I can in this case. Thank fudge for that, mate. But yeah, be careful, because you can get stuck quite easily in these places. Mainly because I was using my actual ship to mark which building I was working on. So every time I'm working on a different building, I move my ship there rather than have to keep making beacons. You're still getting all the flickering landscape when you're getting in your ship as well, which is freaking weird. I haven't fixed that. There's a lot of stuff they haven't fixed. But I did see on the patch list that they've added a couple of new lines inside the patches to make it so you don't teleport in the centermost area of your base. Because you can easily get stuck in the autophage one. You can easily get stuck in ones like this if it's got a round circle on top that's actually complete. So, yeah, a bit of an odd one. There we are. Bit odd. Right, where else am I going? Oh, for fudge, I'm lost now. And I don't know which... What was I doing? Alright, let's go back into here. Let's find out. I think I was just upgrading the building, wasn't I? Or something? Oh, no, I was going in here to do a decision or something. Let's have a look. Guide settlement management. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to mesh decoupler. Accept the gift. From the settlement professional engineer has fabricated new components in their spare time. They hope the result of their work pleases the overseer or furthers the cause of the settlement. I'm going to donate the gift. There we go. Why are you upset for? Okay, that helped. The tower is officially complete. Really? I didn't know I was building a tower. Where's that then? Aha, now we've got a marker. Lovely. Sweet! I didn't even know I was building that. Okay, cool. Open. Sweet! Swanky! We got ourselves a tower. I have only one building I can't upgrade because the panel is hidden underneath a redundant staircase. Oh, man. Oh, we've got Stuart Lilly in the house. Hello there, Stuart Lilly. Stuart Lilly is one of my friends from when I was a kid. Hello there, Stuart. And he's got a brother called Carl. Carl was his best friend, and Stuart was best friends with, like, my brother Craig. Yeah, but we used to all hang about together. And I'm Stuart. It's good to see you, mate. Yeah, I'm still playing No Man's Sky like a sad old git. But yeah, awesome. I love No Man's Sky. It's bloody brilliant. Okay, let's put those in there. Right, how long is that going to take to upgrade? This is the new update anyway, Stuart, where you get to own your own sort of like little mini settlement and become an overseer of it. It turns it into like sim theme park type thing, but shitter. So yeah, it's a good one. Come over this way. Lovely jubbly. Oh, bang! I just smashed my face on a wall. Yeah, we're going outside of here. Let's have a look-see at the actual terminus, see what else is going on. Farhad, it's not always seasonal. No, they missed one year, didn't they? Previous year they missed one, and then it got carried over to this year, or whatever, or the year prior. I don't know. They done 3 in 1 year, and then they done 5 the year later. They do make up for it. They do try to keep them seasonal. Hello Games in the past, somebody at Hello Games, I can't remember where, it was probably on Sean's Twitter feed. It says that expeditions are seasonal, and they also said that they will always come with an update. They won't be in placement of an update. And then a couple of months later they released the Utopia update, which was just essentially an expedition with no update. So I was like, you said you weren't going to do that, and they did. So it's a bit of an odd one. Okay, I tell you what, now that I've done everything I can do at these and we've got to wait an hour, my actual autophage camp, my favouriteest one, I'm going to go there and I'm going to put it in creative mode, and we're going to S-class every freaking building while we're waiting for everything else to happen. All the others, the other 3 settlements, I'm going to keep them in normal mode, okay? The only one that I'm going to do in creative mode is my favourite one, which is the autophage one. And I'm going to get everything to S-class so we can all see together whether it's actually worth getting it all to S-class. See what it actually offers you at S-class level with inside of your market, you know? Why not? Oh, hello there, Dr. Pong. Dr. Pong's a content creator. Go check out her channel. She's got a little dog called Noodle. I hope you're safe, Dr. Pong. I know that you're in the LA area of the world, and I know right now there's cars on fire and all sorts of stuff. I hope you're well away from all of that. Oh no, look, it's teleported me into the central mass. That was in the patch notes that was not going to happen. Okay, well it happened. Well, I'm not stuck, I'm alright. I lived to leave another day, but that was in the patch notes as fixed. It's not fixed. And that still puts you over there. But at least you don't get stuck anymore. Before, if you were there, it'd pump you up into here and you'd get stuck inside of this triangular piece up there. Yeah, that was a bit of a git to get out of that. Yeah, fun times. Okay, rightio. I mean, there's ways and means. There's ways and means, people. I like to teleport to these things from the spatial anomaly, and then you can just use the quick menu and return to the spatial anomaly. So if you get stuck, you can teleport back to the spatial anomaly. Little tip. Yeah. Right, let's go in here then. Let's see what decisions we've got at this terminal. I don't think I've got any here at the moment. Oh, I have. Okay, right. Several new research opportunities have arisen, but our experts are divided. We could bolster our anti-sentinel systems. Yes, please. Though there is a faction who strongly believe in developing new industrial technology. Well, sod those guys. We want to take out frickin' sentinels. How do we do that then? Well, where's the option for... They look like both industrial things. Ah, additional facilities. That says industrial. It must be this one. We're going for that one. Heck yeah! Yes, lovely Jablo. Take out that sentinel scutters. Right, let's head on over here. Let's go and rename this base so I know it's autophage. I've already renamed this like once before though. I don't know why it's lost its name. Okay, here we go. Bum ba dum ba dum. And I'll just call this autophage. Oh no, I moved the camp, didn't I? Of course. Yeah, so there we go. Done, dilly and done. Right, let's start upgrading buildings then, but let's put this into creative mode first. Din 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 din. At least we can just do this now. But you can see, I've had all the materials anyway in normal mode. The only thing this is going to do is reduce the freaking time gates down to like next to nothing. Look, 30%, 40%, 50%. At least while it's doing that, I can read some of your messages. I'm down in the update for PS5 currently. Is it still broken or have they fixed everything? I wouldn't say they've fixed everything, but they've definitely fixed the timers. I'm actually getting new opportunities to build stuff. So there's that. You can't hold that down to skip, even though it says to hold it down to skip. Doesn't skip. So they've fixed the main things. They haven't fixed little things. And get that in there as well. How's it going, mate? Just popping to see what's happening. Looks like a good touch to the game. Oh, it is, mate. It really is. It's good. Safe to play No Man's Sky? Well, I would say if you was a legacy player and you know how to get yourself out of sticky situations and you're cautious, then even the new content is always safe to play to a roundabout way. It's very rare that it completely scuppers your game. But at the same time, just back up your saves and do all that sort of stuff. If you're not confident, skip the new content and for a couple of updates, and then it's usually safe. They usually fix the big stuff straight away. I would say it's safe, you know, but it's up to you. I don't want to say it's safe and then you go there and get stuck and then say, well, Captain Steve said it was safe. You know, it's a tricky one. I would say go there, see how you feel. If you feel uncomfortable, if something weird happens, just get out. Go do something else. Would be my advice. Right, there we go. That's that one upgraded. Has it clearly got an S-class marker above it? No, it's not got fudging anything up there, has it? Well, this is going to be fun, knowing which buildings I've done and which ones I haven't. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one then. Sweet. Caroline. Bound, bound, bound. Oh, we've got Jason Plays in the house. Jason Plays, hello there. Patch out now. Haven't seen it on Switch yet. Of course, you've got the Nintendo Switch too, haven't you, Jason? Jason, I've got a mission for you, if you care to accept it. Yeah. On your new Switch 2, if you can get your save ported over or whatever so you can get into it quickly, let us know. Has it actually got the Beacons update on Switch 2? I've been asking around and no one's on Switch 2 has managed to get into the content to the point that they can actually get a settlement. So, I know you're like a freaking ninja, so you could probably get here in seconds. But yeah, if you could let us know, hit us up DM on the old Twitterverse. Let me know if settlements actually work on the Nintendo Switch 2. That'd be freaking awesome. I do plan to get a Nintendo Switch 2, but I'm going to wait until I see one second hand and try and get it for a little bit, a fry for the price. I don't really want to be paying through the nostrils for the thing, because I only want No Man's Sky, Mario Kart, and I wouldn't mind playing the Zelda games. And it's something that I don't think I'm going to use unless I'm out and about, you know, like travelling and stuff. I might set it up downstairs in the living room and use it for when there's parties and stuff and I've got people round. I might get the Mario Party games, you know, turn it into a drinking game when my mates are here. But yeah, Jason Plays, what's up? How goes? Coolio. Hi, Dr. Pong. Grandpa Lord Gaming, mine's still not right on the auto page. Is it not? Oh dear. Well, I'd imagine we're going to get mixed reports. We're going to get people saying, oh yeah, I got the golden ticket, everything's working fine for me. Then you're going to get other people that say, no, mine's still broken to fudgery. I would say anybody that is broken to fudgery, probably ditch whichever settlement you're at and get yourself another one and start over. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to do that with any of mine. They all seem fine. Cloud saves should be active for everyone. Definitely use that as a backup. Yes. What's the No Man's Sky Discord like? I had a friend called Dan. He also goes by the name of MZK. He used to be another content creator for No Man's Sky. And he was inside the Discord. And he posted a couple of his videos, I think, there for YouTube. And they banned him for, like, self-promotion of videos, even though he's a content creator and a pretty well-known one. And there's a couple of mods over there that use the mod hammer quite heavily, or so he used to say. I don't know. I'm not part of the... I don't go into Discord. I hate Discord. I very rarely use my own Discord. The reason I don't like Discord is I just don't like the layout. The only time I use it is if I'm doing podcasts, because it's quite good for that sort of stuff, you know, like, you know, having live call-ins and things. So, other than that, I don't really touch it. I'm not a fan of Discord, has to be said. We'll go to this one. There are ways and means of telling which buildings you've done after you've done a load of them. Oh, no. Okay. Another... There you go, it's around here. Good. It's actually showing icons now. Brilliant. I wasn't doing that the first day that it came out, I'll tell you. Sweet, we've done that. My auto-phage settlement can build now, but my other settlements can't. See, there you go, Simple Mind. You might be a very good example of somebody that might have to ditch one of your old settlements and get a new one. I don't know. You could wait for another patch and see if that fixes it. Up to you. Drunken Mario Kart sounds fun. Drunken Mario Kart is the best, to be honest. I say that. I used to have a game called Ribbit King. Ribbit King on the GameCube. That is the ultimate drinking game. It's freaking insane. It's a golf game, yeah? But you hit frogs across a golf course, and they can bounce in spider webs, they can get picked up by pterodactyls, dropped in nests, eaten by dinosaurs, stamped on by woolly mammoths, all sorts of stuff. It's freaking insane. And we created a whole load of things of if you've got to have a shot or not, if something weird happens, like if a snake comes out of the grass and picks you up and throws you around, you've got to take a shot. If a pterodactyl comes down and picks you up, you've got to take a shot. Yeah, pretty good. Oh god, I got completely bladdered on that game. But I won! Heck yes, unlocked every character, every skin, every frog known to man in that game. Oh man, I kind of feel that I need to get myself an N64 emulator and do a live stream of that. Do it all again. And get myself some shots to hand. And play the drinking game on my own. Live! Oh, that could be messy. That could be messy. I might have to set up a special occasion for that. Okay, here we go. Let's do that. Sweet. There we go. Coolio. Yeah. My auto-phage settlement. Okay, brilliant. New experimental has just dropped. Has it? They've just updated an update, and now they've put another one into experimental. Interesting. I'm going to have to go and have a look at that. I can live with issues to date. Just be a little careful. That's it. That's pretty much it. Captain, did you know you can scan stuff from the tower that if you have one? I've got one at one of my other camps. I haven't got one here, I don't think. But yeah, you can do a deep space scan for anomalies or something as your base goes up in class. I've got a tower, but I don't think it's going to do anything because it's only a C-class tower at the moment. So we'll have to see. Okay, is that fully S-class now, that one? Let's have a good look. Yes, we've got an S on that one. Okay, let's have a look at the screen on this one. Screen, where are you, screen? There's one there. C-class, we can get that done. Boom. Just wait for that to finish off. I saw you posting the Discord invite on an older video. Can you post it again? My life and hobby, my Discord link is inside every one of my video descriptions. Or if you go to my channel page and then hit the About section, all my links are there for all my socials and everything. YouTube was saying that you weren't allowed to put your links inside the video description anymore, and they asked everybody to put it in the About page. Or they said that they would start demonetizing channels if you didn't. Well, they haven't started demonetizing channels, and people have left their links there. But I was a good boy. I moved all of mine. I need to recreate them and put them back. The only ones I've got in there are like for donations and supporting and stuff. Yeah, you'll find my Discord link on my About page. Have you gotten special buildings for this settlement? Not this one, no. I mean, I think I might have one or two, but nothing amazing yet at this one, at my autophage one. I'm hoping that once I've S-classed all buildings, they'd offer me some really sexy things, you know? But we'll see. Let's reopen this one. Boom. I'll put it back into normal mode in a bit, and we'll see if I can move on any of the other settlements or anything. But these buildings aren't changing all that much. When you upgrade them to S-class, it doesn't really... They don't really change all that much. Right, let's have a little sip of my Ribena. Hey Captain, hi everyone, hello James MC. The update mucked with my freighter base and my normal bases. I have heard that people's textures have all gone weird, so I haven't been to any of my base builds. I haven't really done much. I've been kind of keeping away from this update. I kind of want to wait until version 7.2, really. I've only hit this up live because I usually go live on a Monday and Tuesday anyway. But I haven't looked forward to it. I've been quite nervous because of how broken it is. It's just... I was watching Zane play the other day, and he feels that people might be over-exaggerating, but then he was doing abandoned mode, which is not the new content. So, and he also said that he's trying to avoid the bugs. So there's other things you can do. I mean, I could do something else rather than this. But to be honest, I just want to test the update to see whether everything is fixed that I need fixing, and just to see how much I can move it forwards. I kind of want to see if I get all these buildings up to S-class. Hey, look at this. That's cool, isn't it? If I get all these buildings up to S-class, whether I get some cooler stuff like this sort of thing appearing around the campsite, that's cool, isn't it? Oh, I've got something over here. Oh, I haven't reopened it. That's why I didn't finish it off. There we go. That should now be S-class. There we are. Generator tower. Done. Yeah, I saw people with that crane arm that was picking up blocks and moving them. That was really cool. I haven't got that yet. I don't know how you get that. I think... I don't know how he got that. I can't speculate how he managed to get that. That was pretty cool, though. Oh, what's down here? Bum, bum, bum. Is that where I came from? I don't know. Right. Have we done this one? Yeah, we've done that one. What are these things? They're gnarly, aren't they? What the flying fudge is that? Yeah. Have we done this one? No. We can do that one then. Get in there. Bud. Hi, Captain. How do you upgrade your buildings so fast? It's on creative mode, Bud. I'm doing the other three. I've got 4. I'm doing the autophage one on creative mode. I want everything S-class on this one. And I'm doing the other 3 the legit way. I'm going to use normal mode. And I'm going to do them every Monday and Tuesday so you can see the slow progress versus the quick progress. And then you can make your decision whether it's worth changing game modes for yourselves, or whether you would like to just do it ambiently and let the time tick through. The way I look at it is I might as well do the other 3 on normal mode and take my time with it, because now we've had this update, there's probably likely we're not going to see another update for another 7 to 8 weeks. So I might as well every Monday, Tuesday do it the legit way, do it the actual time gate way, and see if there's any bonus to doing it the slow way, to doing it in creative mode. It's just an experiment. I'm experimenting. Up to you guys if you want to follow suit, of course. Those are the Atlantid refiners. They don't have a function currently. Hoping they do. I was looking at a lot of the new base parts, and a lot of them mention the void. I need to do a video on all the new base parts, because I honestly think that it's a slight hint at what the future may hold. I do. Oh, we haven't done this one either. There we go. Sticking some nitrogen in there. Okay, we'll do this one as well. Lovely jubbly. I don't know how many buildings there are here. I get lost in a car park. I'm not the best at navigating stuff. I kind of feel what we need in the Overseer's office is a list of all the buildings and the classes they are, and I wish we could update them or upgrade them from inside the autophage like the overseer's office, because finding your way around these towns and finding which ones are S-class opposed to S-class isn't the easiest, because not all of them have those little holograms on the top. Yeah, it's all the way up to S. A, sorry. We got Mango Neko, hello there. Honoured Zerk, hello. Arcady. Acacia, sorry. Acacia. Hi, Captain Steve. Hi, chat. I hate to see so many issues with the update. Just haven't run across a lot of these problems yet. I did have the recent reinstalled game on PS5. Well, there's just been a new update apparently on PS5. Some people are downloading it now, so hopefully it's good. Sweet. Indeed, I'm curious to see if the lore provides any new items and stuff. Yeah, void resources, some new void resources. Definitely. We'll see. Send it to the zendesk. Tell them the refiners in the autopay settlement don't work, so they can give them functionality, even if it's not a bug. Haha! Nice idea there, stuff. Heck yes. Okay, right, well, we've done that one. Have I done this one? Yes. Now, you would think that if you scan over it, it would say S-class there, wouldn't you? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even... When you scan over it, it just says... Yeah, it doesn't tell you the class of it. And looking at the top, there's no logos there either. So you can get very disorientated with which buildings you've done and which ones you haven't. And that's why I would like to have a freaking list. And either they have a marking system so you can go to the building that you haven't done. Yeah, because look, my debt is still going up, isn't it? 90, 84. No, it's coming down. My debt is coming down. Time until it's cleared, 73 hours. Fudge. That's a couple of days, isn't it? Alright. Nice, though. At least it's going the right way now. Let's have a look. That was not working on my first autophage camp. I S-classed my first autophage camp. The debt was still going the wrong way. See, this says standard home. I can upgrade this one as well. Nice. Hi, Captain and all, says Leon. Well, hello there, Leon. Each stage has a different name, but it might not be easy to tell. No, it's really not easy to tell, is it? Ruins the rustic vibe. Yeah, maybe. Like the old Unreal gameplay. So gameplay Grandpa and Law Gaming. I used to love Unreal. Unreal Tournament was freaking awesome. I used to make levels for that. They made it on the front of a German gaming magazine, my levels. They loved them. A little bit of a legend over in the old gaming space at one stage for making levels. Part of the, what was it, Unreal Playground? I used to be on the forum there, uploading all my base and screenshots and things, and people would be downloading them and playing them, and very good fun. You might still be able to find them. Yeah, I used to go by the name of LOS, so a lot of them had LOS, like Land of Shadows, in the titles. So there was Mecha Man was one, DM House for Deathmatch House. There was some robot spiders. Yeah, I was making robot spiders back then. And my favourite one was called DM Mecha Dragon, and it had flying dragons going over a city. It was really cool. The wings actually flapped. It was cool. I'll go over here. Standard building. See what I mean? It's just hit and miss whether I find the buildings that need upgrading right now. Me too. Grandpa-in-Law Gaming, awesome channel. Go check out Grandpa-in-Law Gaming. Does some awesome shorts videos with his son. They've got a really cool relationship. Very funny duo. Their shorts will make you smile. They make me smile. They're freaking hilarious. And also, Grandpa-in-Law Gaming plays games. He was playing this dinosaur game where you play as a dinosaur. Titans, Path of Titans or something. They looked quite good. I watched a couple of his videos. They're pretty good. You need to do a bit more narration over those, though. It'd be cool if you and your son actually played games together. I don't know whether he's a gamer, but that could be quite good fun, watching you both play No Man's Sky, for example, or something. That could work well. Yeah, I don't know. Fun times, anyway. Unreal Tournament. I used to also make levels with my father. What a flashback. Thank you. Yeah, it was good fun, that. Freaking love making levels on that. We all teamed up on Unreal Playground and was making a massive map. And we was all taking little sections And my section was all rusted cogs and gears that turned and move a guillotine up. And then there was a person through the guillotine. The guillotine would come down. I mean, it was just one of these holographic head things that moves when you get close to it. So it didn't actually cut his head off or anything, but it was just there for aesthetics. It was very dark and sinister, my bit. There was a guy called Pashko. I remember him because he was so talented at making skyboxes with sunbeams and all sorts coming through them. And it was way before the time. He made some beautiful skyboxes. Yeah, can't remember what we actually called the actual finished thing. I don't think I actually played the finished thing. Right, here we go. Put in the 120 nitrogen. I made another one called DM Blob, which had this like big like blood tower in the middle with all glass around it. And when you went near it, that same sort of like body would press on the glass, and I managed to colour them all red. So yeah, oh, it looked sinister. It looked like something out of Hellraiser when I had finished. Yeah, I think mine and my father's was a Shadow Walk X or something like that. Got fond memories of that game. I really have. I think I've still got it in my garage with all the levels on a CD somewhere. I could probably dig them all out and showcase them, but I'd imagine they all look very dated now and not half as good as I remember them inside of my head. But at the time, they were freaking awesome, you know? Is your settlement complete building-wise? Not this one. No, I don't think so. I think there's still some squippiness going on, and I think until the squippiness is fixed, I still don't think the timers are 100% on. And the reason I say that, I'll show you. I mean, I showed this at the start, but I'll show it again. When you go and look at your history of your settlement, all of my settlements, even though I've only had them for like, what, 3 days, 4 days, say 56 years and 2 months. And I'm worried that that might mean that maybe some of the things, the decisions have gone past in that loop. I don't know how synced these are with timers. Let's go and have a look in here. Let's see if we've got any new decisions going on anyway. Manage all settlements. Debt is increasing, decreasing. This is the only one that's decreasing at the moment. And debt increasing. And I haven't had nothing pop up in the time of doing this stream to go back to any of the others. So we might as well stay here and carry on upgrading a couple. Right. Well, let's upgrade this main one. Oh, that's already S-Class. Good. Okay, let's do this one. Large housing block. Oh, it's already S-Class. That's S. Look. Oh, look, they haven't fixed them. Look, it still says B and S at the same time. It's the new BS class. You know what BS stands for? Yeah, it's BS that they fixed the frickin' thing. Yeah. Okay, right. I'll tell you what. I go inside my ship. And I jump in my ship, out of my ship, create a save, and do a reload. And that gets rid of those double frickin' markers. I can't believe that they've released in such a bad state, though. That's just... You know, they've just attracted a whole load of Nintendo Switch 2 players to a game that's broken to fudgery. Well, the new stuff is, anyway. I don't think that bodes well, you know? Up to them how they want to do things, but, you know, for me, I think I would have been extra vigilant. Every time it goes to a new console or a new platform, I think I'd be extra vigilant to make sure that it's as bug-free as possible. Considering it's a 9-year-old game, it sends out the wrong message. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's go over to this outside building and let's make our way around the outside then. US class? No. Cool. Let's get that one done then. Sweet. Off topic, but I just saw a video of a game called Star Wars Squadrons. Personally, I love space battles. Well, like that in No Man's Sky. It looks very cool. Star Wars Squadrons is quite an old game. I've got a full playlist of me playing through every single mission in VR. It's a very good game in VR. I played it in flat mode. It's not as good, but it's still good. But in VR, it is really good fun. I would strongly recommend it. What I wouldn't recommend, though, is the PvP element. The combat stuff is a little bit crazy. There's people in it that are just so good. You don't stand a freaking chance. Well, I didn't stand a freaking chance because I'm not awesome. They were awesome. I played it with Damash. I teamed up with Damash. We tried taking on other teams, and we got completely terminated. It was mental. Update just come out on Xbox. Building materials are still looking rusted and dirty. The salvage parts are just blue lights. I can't even build anything anymore. It's completely broken. Yeah, so Clever Chimp, I tried the new base parts myself. And what I found is I couldn't get the roof parts to snap and join to the wall parts. The only parts that they were snap and join to is the floor parts. Yeah, you put roofs directly on the floor. Yeah, because that's normal, isn't it? It's like, how is it that everything they put in, every single new thing that they put in has got a bug? You know, the only thing that hasn't got a bug is, one, the voices, where you can change the voice to a male now, and two, that awesome galaxy code at the bottom that tells you what galaxy you're in. The only bad thing with that camera thing is, say if you're in Galaxy 256 and you don't want people finding your base and you've kind of gone out of your way to hide it, and you accidentally go into camera mode and show what galaxy you're in, then people are going to find it. Before, if it came up with the portal code, it didn't really matter too much because people didn't know the galaxy you was in. Now they know everything, so they can come and find your base and build all over it and troll you to shite. So there's downfalls with almost everything at the moment. I just want to play their game, not test them for bugs, says Bobby Deerfield. Well, I kind of see myself as being part of the journey, but I do like to be critical of their updates and critical of bugs, because I want this game to be the best game it can be, and I want their reputation to be the best it can be. And I feel that they're doing themselves a massive disservice by not doing the extra legwork to test these things properly before they come out into the verse. I think I've done both of these. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Let's go to this one over here. This far away one. Okay, there's no panel by that door. There's the panel. That one's already S-class. Right, I think I might have got all of them. Let's have a look, see if we can see any B-class logos floating above any of these buildings. I think I've S-classed the whole frickin' lot. I think. And this is where I feel we need some kind of list or better icons that actually show what is still B-class and needs an upgrade. I mean, if you hover over the names, if it says, like, Advanced Sleep Pod, then you know that you've done it. Heartbeat of the New Atlantid. What the fudge is that, mate? Alright, come on, land. There's a storm going on at the moment. I'm just flying all over the place. Oh, that's my overseer's office. Okay, well, let's put it back into normal mode. Normal mode. And I guess we can go back to some of the other offices, I guess. Let's have a look at this terminal. View autophage status. The debt is coming down a lot quicker now. We've got another 59 hours. It's not going to be ready by this time tomorrow, but it'll definitely be ready for next week. But I'm hoping I get another building choice here at some point. I hope. I hope they're not broken. Alright, okay. Well, let's go back to one of my other ones and let's see if there's anything I can do there. Your settlements. Oh, we've got a visitor waiting. Let's go there. Heck yes. Sweet. The name is probably related to the lore. I don't know. How many people ever have access to 256? Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. If I want to make a base that I don't want people to find, or I'm working collaboratively with somebody, we usually pick a very random system that very little people use or go to. 256 is probably actually more crowded than some of the ones that we actually use, so it's one of those, you know. For all my events that I share out with everybody, I always use Euclid. Okay, here we go. Assistant Scout, settlement debts, standing decreases with the Korvax, have them removed. I don't want to lose some. Okay, humbly request our assistance. They ask for temporary use of a settlement starship. but refuse to say why. They make elaborate promises to take good care of it. All right, I'm going to assist you. Take it, mate. Take it, mate. You better come back with something awesome. All right, there we go. I trusted him with my ship. Let's see what happens. That's just put me in more debt, hasn't it? There you go. It doesn't matter because I'm like in infinite debt anyway. All right, well, let's go see if anything else is happening here. Nope, it's not. Manage all settlements. And I'm not seeing anything happening on any of those other ones. We've got something. Current building project will end in 20 minutes and 20 seconds. All right, well, we'll go to a different one then. Let's go to the Viking one. So that was my Korvax one. We're going to go to the Viking one and see if the thing has finished building there. You see, these time gates, they're a little bit broken. Yes to Captain. Barry, not all fixed. Oh, okay. Hey, Captain, just got here. Are all the bugs, or have they been fixed? Some of the main ones have. Some of the small ones haven't. A lot of it is visual stuff. But then I'm still seeing that I'm the overseer for 56 years at the moment, and I'm wondering whether that might still have some of the times broken. It's not great. It's not perfect. I wouldn't say it's right. You know. Now, I've had people saying, why do I think everything has been so buggy for the last 3 or 4 updates? We don't know for sure. You know, we're not flies on the wall of Hello Games. We can't say, hand on heart, 100% with any certainty why things are broken. But what I would say... Oh, look, it's got an hour and 15 minutes on that one. Alright, so going in creative mode has not sped up any of these timers. So if you started them in normal, it looks like they stay in normal. Now, the sentinels here, well, they're attentive. They're not going to zap me, are they? Alright, cool. That's fine. Well, there we go. So, I think I've done almost everything I can do today. I think I might have to wait a couple more hours before anything interesting happens. I think if you're a new player and you pick up a settlement now, and you're just doing this ambiently, and in between you're upgrading your freighter, you're upgrading your ships, you're doing your multi-tool, all of this is great. But for new players, old players, legacy players, such as myself or you guys, there's a lot of waiting, a little bit too much waiting. You kind of just want to crack on and get on with it. You know, but at the same time, you want to do it legit. It's a little bit of a balancing act on this one. I think they really missed a trick. If they made it so you had to go and find all your NPCs around the universe, while these things were going on, like while I'm upgrading stuff, I could go and look for a really cool farmer, or go look for a really cool engineer, or look for an autophage that's got specializations in the void or something, you know? Find all those super rare NPCs and inhabitants that are really going to make your base epic. And then you can also share out the location of where you found that epic NPC on the coordinate exchange and all those sort of places, and other people can go and employ the same NPC. It would have given us another thing to hunt. You know, the ship hunters are saying that they can't hunt ships anymore, they're hunting parts. Well, if we could hunt actual NPCs to recruit for our settlements, at least I'd have something else I could be doing right now. I could fly to all the stations, but right now I'm 48 minutes into my live stream and I'm thinking, well, I've got to now wait for a couple of hours for each of my settlements to do something. And none of them are doing anything. But anyway, I think I've got a couple of frigate missions that I can debrief up on my freighter, so I go do that quickly. Let's go aboard the Red Dwarf. Let's go. Maybe the planet you're on goes around its sun so quickly that 56 years is quite a short time. Dortwangle, that's a very nice idea. However, all 4 of my settlements say the same thing. They all say the same thing. I'm hoping they're not all broken. I might have to go and get 4 new ones. Oh, I'm hoping that Hello Games realise that this is still a thing and they fix it. Yeah, there's hoping, isn't there? I mean, they're very good at fixing bugs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not having a dig at them. I just don't understand why it released with so many bugs in the first place. That's my niggle. If I am having a dig, that's my dig. Is why? Why is there so many bugs inside of the game? Every time they launch a new one. I'm just going to get rid of all of these. There you go. They can go. All right. I usually use those on my expeditions, or sometimes I do. Right, there we go. There we go. Mine dump. Give me all the lovely stuff. I have got loads of inventory space inside of my vaults, inside of my freighter. So debrief that one. Is there another one over this side to go debrief? Let's have a quick look-see. I could always send out a few more frigate missions, I suppose. It's resources for free, isn't it, at the end of the day? Well, you need frigate fuel, but I've got loads of frigate fuel. I've got 2 more here. There's one. Let's go debrief that one. Lovely jubbly. The get along gang, get along gang. I don't know whether you guys have got a naming convention for all of your frigates, but I named all of mine after 80s TV shows that I grew up on as a kid. So, there you go. I'll show you my fleet quickly, just for the shites and giggles. There we go. Manage fleet. Here's my fleet. We've got Photon, Get Along Gang, Around the Twist, Dino Riders, Terrorhawk, Voltron, Ulysses 31, Black Star, Jason the World Warriors. Heck yes, I used to love that. Masked Crusaders, Fighting Crime all the time. Heck yes. We've got Brave Star, Brave Star, Brave Star, The Land, Free Sons, The Land of Texas Whore, The Carrion brought outlaws by the score. Heck yes. We've got Bagpuss, Batfink, Zoom Zoom and the Little Green Man, the Smurfs, Thundercats, He-Man, Dungeons and Dragons. I used to love the cartoon Dungeons and Dragons. We got Starcom, Ewoks, Chucky. We can't rename that one. Leviathan, Battle Beasts. That's actually toys rather than a cartoon. There was a really cool cartoon animated advert for them. Whizbit, Trapdoor, the Flumps. I wish they made a freaking cartoon for Battle Beasts. Visionaries, Dino Riders, and we've got the Ship of the Damned. Can I rename that one? Oh, I can. Ooh, what can I rename that one? Oh, my days. I'll go for the Flumps, I think. I don't think I saw the Flumps in there. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum. There we go. Let's see if have we got the Flumps twice? We have got the Flumps twice. Dang it! I thought I managed to nail that one first time. Okay, have we got Jamie and the Magic Torch? Let's do that. Jamie and the Magic Torch. There we go. Going faster, faster down the Hell Skeleton Cuckoo Land. Have I got another Jamie? Oh, I got another Jamie. Get back. Hold on, no, that's the one I just renamed. Oh, that was lucky. They just put it to the front for someone. Fricking game. Fricking game. Yeah, Cursed Frigate. And the other one is Cursed Frigate as well, right? Yeah. Yeah. You can only have one of them, so that's a bit weird. Game's freaking trolling me, people. Oh, it's because I went back to the last tab. Okay, alright, fine. Alright, I'll let you off. That was me being an idiot then. Alright, fair enough. Coolio. EastEnders? That wasn't an 80s cartoon, mate. EastEnders is like an adult thing. Punch your neck. But yeah, you can name them after what if you want an EastEnders ship, go for it. No Fraggle Rock. Down a Fraggle Rock. Grab a Fraggle. Buy. I don't know the real lyrics for it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We'll go send out a few of these missions anyway. Let's get these on the go, shall we? We'll send out Photon. Actually, yeah, we'll send out the Photon and Get Along Gang on that one. Lovely. I mean, their stats still go up. It's pointless. They're all S-class, but their stats still go up, so I'll send them out anyway. Round the Twist and Dino Riders. Technically, I only need to send one because they're so freaking cool. Trotters, Gummy Bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. There's so many cool ones, isn't there? There really is. Yeah, I went for my favourites. I mean, if you guys have got your favourites, it's a nice thing to name them after. It just makes you smile every time you send out frigate missions. There we go. Blast from the Past. You could name them after your favourite video games or whatever, couldn't you, you know? Yeah, fun times. And Black Star, Ulysses 31. It's still good now, Ulysses. It's freaking dark. Some episodes are proper dark. They're like disturbing. They're the stuff of nightmares. Okay, what's this? A support mission then? Alright, I'll send out 2. I'll do. And maybe a support one. And I'll send an organic one. There we go. Zoom. That's totally overkill, that one. Alright, well, we've done everything we can do. I can head back up to my teleporter and see if any of my settlements have kicked back into life. But a lot of those buildings are now going to take hours to do anything. Which I think, as and when you get more residents, it should speed up the timers. The Red Lion Captain, name them after British pubs. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. There's so much you could name them after, but it's nice to stick to a theme. Like I've got 80s cartoons. Yeah, 80s and 90s cartoons. But yeah. Okay, it just says your settlement, your settlement, your settlement. What about if I go on the management console from down here? Does that give me a better overview? Debt increasing, increasing. It doesn't say whether I've got a visitor at any of these. Debt decreasing. The only one that's decreasing is my autophage one. All the rest are not. My wheels are they're getting there. All right. Well, I'll go back to the one where I want to start my stream tomorrow from. We go to the Gek one. We'll start with the Gek one. Next episode. Here we go. We'll walk back there. And by chance, let's just see if we've got something going on. That'd be nice. Guess we could name one James Bond Jr. Yeah. I could name them after Amiga games or NES games or just my favourite games. I'm so bad with names. I never know what to name things, says Mango Neko. Yeah. I like naming things. Yeah. I've been naming my freighter and my main ships after songs by my favourite metal bands. Oh, that's a good one. I do like metal. My favourite metal bands are System of a Down, Black Sabbath, Metallica. Who else do I like? They're my main ones. I like Rammstein, just for a bit of a laugh. They're cool. They're proper insane. I would love to see Rammstein live. I really would. Okay, no, we've not got anything new happening right now. So I'm going to make a save, and I'm going to hope and pray that we get new things happen for tomorrow. Otherwise, it could be a little bit of a non-burger, couldn't it? A nothing burger. They still haven't fixed all the flickering backgrounds when you get in your ship at these new settlements. That's really weird. I don't know what the cause of that would be, but it's only when you're in your ship. And it's only before you take off. Once you've taken off, the flickering stops. Hello, games. I think this is more of one for Martin Griffiths. He's very much the visual person. I might have to send him the timestamp on this, which is what, 57 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay, 57:47. I can remember that. Or I can wait till it gets to 57:57. Yeah, which is about now. So anyway, Martin Griffiths, I'll be sending this over you to a timestamp that when you get in your ship, it doesn't matter what settlement you're at, doesn't matter what ship you're in, you get flickery stuff happen. I don't know whether it's the tint of the window screens or something, or some visual effect caused by the window screens, but we've got flickering on all the foliage and I think on the minerals as well. Yeah, rocks are despawning too. So it's on the flora, it's on the minerals. It's a bit freaking weird. Have we got a stray banner there just floating? Oh no, we haven't. And just a distance draw on this little hut was a little bit cack. Alright, okay, well hopefully I'll send that over to Martin and say, there we go, can you have a look at this one? This just seems to be a visual issue. There's different people that have different tasks at Hello Games, so... But yeah, Martin puts up stuff all the time on Twitter and saying about this was a visual thing, this was a visual thing. So I put a video segment, you know, you can do little clips, and then I had to put @Martin, stick it on Twitter, and hopefully he sees it. And hopefully it gets put into the actual queue. You know, I don't DM people and hassle them. I send stuff over to the actual Zendesk. I use the correct channels. But if you know the person, that's probably the best to pick it up. At them. Boom! On Twitter. That might work. We'll see. Okay, this building, I can't do anything with any of these buildings until the other one's finished. And the trouble is, it doesn't really give you a marker always until the building is finished. Once the building's finished, it will show you the marker of the one that you're working on. The only way to tell which one you're working on is when you look at it, it should have the scaffolding around it. Should. The only thing is sometimes when you look at it in camera mode like this, a bit like how we saw that floating flag momentarily ago, you don't see the scaffolding all the time. And it's hard to tell, is that scaffolding or is that the building itself? I'll just wait till it finishes. That's probably the best bet, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to get in my ship, make an autosave, get out of my ship, and I think that's it for today. And we'll be hitting this up tomorrow and doing the same all over again. And hopefully we might get some lovely buildings and lovely build opportunities. And hopefully my autophage one will get out of debt soon. And hopefully we'll start seeing wonderful things happen there. Hate that when that happened. I named mine after rivers like Sicko in Deep Space Nine. I wasn't a fan of Deep Space Nine. I really tried my hardest to get into Deep Space Nine. The only person I liked in Deep Space Nine was the one that could change his form. Mog or Og or whatever his name was, I don't know. He was pretty cool. He was the only thing that made Deep Space Nine interesting for me. They needed more interesting characters. I think there was too much emphasis on the Ferengi as well. And they were really bad actors. It was just really hammy. I couldn't do Deep Space Nine. I'm sorry if that upsets you. Deep Space Nine, not for me. I'm more. I really like The Next Generation, and I also like Voyager. They're my two go-tos for the old Star Trek. Yeah, they're my two go-tos. When it comes to Star Wars, recently the only ones that I've really enjoyed has been The Mandalorian. And I only really enjoyed Mandalorian Season 1. Mandalorian Season 2 kind of changed into the story of Bo-Katan more than anything. I do like how some of them have had crossovers, like Ashaka with Mando, and vice versa, and also with the Book of Boba. I like the crossover episodes, but I don't necessarily like the whole seasons. There's too much. It almost feels like they're trying to push Earth politics in there too much. It just doesn't feel right. It's lost that certain charm of Star Wars when they do that sort of shite. But anyway, I've made my save, and I think I'm going to end off now, people inside the viewerverse. But salute to Mondo. Oh, Orville. Yes, the best Trek these days is Orville. I have to agree. I love Orville. The episode where Bortus wants to grow a moustache. I haven't laughed so much in a long time. Or the one where they take up smoking, they get addicted to smoking. Oh my God, my face, my whole body, I hurt all over from laughing. I was in stitches. It's freaking great. I really like the Orville. Again, there's one or two episodes in the Orville where it feels like Seth MacFarlane is pushing his idea of politics into the actual verse, and those ones are a bit cringe. But there's only maybe 3 of those in the whole of Orville. The rest of it's freaking great, and it's hilarious, freaking spot on stuff. Yeah, but there you go. Anyway, until next time, people in the viewerverse. Until next time, which is tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 p.m, same time. Be here. That'd be great. I've got 125 people viewing right now. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe. I put the actual chat in subscriber mode, but it's immediate. You can start taking part. Subscribe to the channel, please. It helps out the channel immensely. I do want to hit 100,000 subscribers. I do want one of those silver buttons for YouTube, so I can finally say I'm a proper YouTuber. I mean, I know I'm a YouTuber. I'm halfway there. And it's taken me, 4 years to get here. Could take another 4 years to get to the 100,000 mark. Help it happen that bit quicker. Until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again, people inside the viewerverse. Thank you, Nick, for just subscribing. I just saw it pop up on the end screen, so I came back to say thank you. Thank you, Nick. You're freaking awesome. I guess. The Nick. There we go. You'll see his name pop up again now. And I'm back again to say thank you, James MC, for being a member for 50 months. 50 months! James MC! Round of applause. Right, I better go for real now. Bye. It's just going to be the end card now, so anybody else that hits something, you wasted your time. Kind of. Yeah, well, still hit that subscribe button if you haven't, because that's lovely.